This is not fair. You promised to be home early today. I was waiting for you, and now you say this? I'm not playing like that. Vine makes a pout while talking to her husband on the phone. Jungkook, forgive me already, babes. It actually is important. Otherwise, I never say no to you. And that's what's gonna happen right now, too. How about you coming to my office? Vine, me? I can do that? Jungkook, why can't the CEO's wife come to her own husband's office? I'm tired here too. If I look at your face, I'll be fresh again. Vine, I never once visited, so it will be fun. Okay, I forgive you. I'm coming, she said after screaming in happiness and excitedness. Jungkook, yeah, come fast. And don't take too much time, only on getting ready, 'cause I'll be waiting. He said, smiling, and turned off the call. Vine got up and started getting ready, for she wore her favorite jeans and his t shirt, which is her favorite, only to surprise him. She took her sunglasses together with her handbag and went to the car to start driving. After reaching, she parked her car and went inside towards the reception. There she asked about Jungkook's office as to where that is. But receptionist, you want to meet our CEO? Do you have an appointment with him? Because you might not know, but he is too busy to meet anyone right now. Anyone? She scoffed, and putting off her sunglasses, she bent over the table as she said, I don't need an appointment to meet my husband, right? The receptionist's eyes widened as she got quiet for a second and then said, I don't think you understand. He is busy. Fine. I don't think you understand. Call him and tell him that his wife is here. She looked at Vine with questionable eyes, but couldn't help it, so she called Jungkook's office. After picking up, she asked him, Sir, some girl Vine is saying she is your wife and wants to meet you. I don't think. Jungkook, what? Let her come in fast, because if she gets angry, you can't blame me for getting fired. Don't ask her any more questions. Send her fast. He cut the call after saying, the receptionist was scared to even meet eyes with Vine because of the embarrassment. Vine, I told you, didn't I? She put on her sunglasses again, flipped her hairs back as the receptionist told her where his cabin is, and she moved till there with her heels making sounds to let everyone know that a badass is walking. Everyone looked at her as she radiated a different aura, charm, and vibe which couldn't be compared with anyone. Her hairs danced in the air with her eyes full of energy and excitement. She reached his office but got stopped by an employee who told her that room's not for everyone. You can wait outside if you want to talk to him. The employee who said that has a crush on Jungkook. but she is a little crazy for him and doesn't want any girl to be close to him other than her. Although he told everyone that he is married, but she doesn't believe it and still wants him. Fine. Not again. And who are you, anyways? Employee. I'm the right hand of Jungkook, meaning I handle all his affairs, including who gets to go inside his room and who does not. Fine. Yeah, okay. I don't have any time for this. I'm his wife. He must have told everyone about me. Now, if you excuse me, I will, she said as she tried to move away and open his door. The employee came in front of Vine again, blocking her way to say, "Don't you hear me? You can't enter." Vine took a deep breath and looked at the employee with her anger on peak. Vine, so how will you believe me? Should I scream his name for him to come outside and tell you that I actually am his wife? Employee, how dare a mere girl like you scream his name without my permission? Vine, so now I need your permission. She scoffed and took off her sunglasses again as she said, "Before asking me, you tell me who you are to him." Employee, I already told you. Are you deaf or something? Fine. I mean who you are to Jungkook, not to the CEO. Nothing, right? Well, I'm his everything. So you better. Before Vine could say further, she was slapped by the employee, who was jealous of her and said, "Before you utter nonsense about you being his everything, you need to get out from here." Everyone was already looking at them and talking, but when she slapped Vine, the talks got louder, and now it was hearable for Jungkook. So he came outside to check, but saw Vine putting a hand on her cheek and saying, "How dare you?" She was about to slap the employee back, but she stopped her anger and kept her cool in front of him. She folded her arms and while smirking, she said, "I don't want to put dirt on my hands by touching your face." She looked at Jungkook and said, "Let's go inside." Flipping her hairs back, she went past Jungkook to go inside. While he was standing there, not knowing what happened, he decided to go inside and ask her about what happened before doing anything stupid. He closed the door after going inside and sat on the table as Vine was sitting on his chair. "Jungkook, can I ask you why are you so late? I got the call from reception 10 to 15 minutes ago, and you're coming in now? Where did you get lost in between?" Vine, you should ask your right hand employee, who handles all of your affairs, she said in a mocking tone. Jungkook, right hand what? I don't have one. My secretary handles all of my affairs. Vine, then who was? She scoffed. She was lying. Jungkook, what are you saying to yourself? Vine explained him everything and he finally got to know the reason behind why she was about to slap the employee. Vine, Why did she even lie? Jungkook. Maybe she was jealous of you because you're looking like a wild queen in my t shirt today. He tried to divert her attention and settle her mood. Vine looked at her clothes and smiled finally as she said, "I look like it, right? I know my husband's choice never disappoints. You can look at me." She laughed cutely as she said that. Jungkook, was that you complimenting me or just yourself? She laughed again and then said, "Do you have a lot of work? Can I help you?" Jungkook, "Sure, you can help me by doing massage on my head and neck. It started to hurt now." Fine. Really? Why do you even have to work too much? I have an idea. How about I massage your neck by my lips? She giggled. Jungkook, that would be best. But if you actually do that, then minutes later I won't be able to concentrate. And we'd be lying on this table doing things. So it's better that we don't start. I'm sorry. Her smile disappeared as she said, "You're no fun. Besides, I know you can't resist me. So just sit here and I'm at your service," she said while standing up from his chair and went behind the chair. He gladly sat on the chair and started doing his work, while she stood behind and massaged his neck and head, and gave him kisses from time to time, as she played with his hairs too and fed him the lunch, while eating herself too. After 3 hours, Jungkook's work wasn't done, but he decided to take a little break and drop her home himself, so that at least she could sleep. As they went outside his cabin hand in hand, the employees saw them, and their attention went towards her too. Jungkook looked at her and stood up in embarrassment as she said to him, "Sorry, sir, I didn't have any idea." Jungkook, "Let's talk about it later, okay?" Employee, "I'm sorry, but what's there left to talk about? You understand that it's not my fault, right?" Jungkook, "If you want to talk right now, then let's do it. I get it that you didn't know who was she, but it doesn't give you the right to slap her. It's my company. How dare you promote violence here?" The employee was silent, trying to think what to say as Jungkook spoke. "She could easily slap you back too, insult you in front of everyone, or even get you fired. But when I asked her, she told me to not do anything. So don't you think she deserves at least an apology?" The employee didn't have anything else to say, and she in no way would want to leave such a big company. So, from the fear of getting fired, she decided to apologize. For she said, "I am sorry. I did wrong. Please forgive me." She said it in a low tone, for Jungkook was about to clarify her. But Vine held his hand and shook her head as she said, "It's enough already. Let's go." Jungkook, "But okay, if you say so." The employee looked at them, leaving, and sat on her chair in anger again. Meanwhile, Jungkook and Vine sat in the car. Vine moaned after sitting in the car, for Jungkook smiled and said, Did I get you too tired? Fine. Yes, you did. I don't know. How are you still so fresh? Without any tension of your work that is pending. Jungkook, I'm habitual of it now. Don't worry about me. You just go and sleep straight after reaching. Fine. How I'll even sleep without you. Can't we run away? Jungkook, we can run away tomorrow. Didn't you tell me you are tired? So we can't run now. Fine. I should learn how to change the topic from you. He laughed, and she slept in the car as they both were talking about regular things. He put her on the bed after reaching home, wrapped a blanket on her, gave her a kiss on the forehead, and quietly went outside to go to his office again.